I enlisted to join with the U.S. Peace Corps, and they were initially going to send me over to Ukraine in 2007, but I requested a deferment, so they sent me to Romania instead. And from Romania, I was working under the U.S. Embassy mission, supporting capacity building, economic development, and helping Romania transition from a former communist society into a more open market system where we would basically help them support trade and commercial development between Romania and the US under the auspices of the European Union at that time. The reason that there's a war going on in Eastern Europe is because most of Eastern European countries are hard pressed economically, and they were basically transitioning out of communist countries throughout the region, and so the U.S. agenda and foreign policies to help them build capacity, and that's what we were doing. Soon after I left Romania, I moved back to Washington, D.C. and worked with the World Bank under the diplomatic mission of the diplomatic pouch engagement for their financing with the World Bank, and then converted into the federal government again and worked as a GS-12 in the federal government. Decided to run not because I'm a politician. My background is actually heavily invested in economic development. That's my passion. It just so happened that I've seen a lot of disenfranchised and disjointed agenda that the Democrat Party is enforcing within the state of Virginia and also throughout the country that is really counterproductive. I'm not even ultra-conservative. I see this happening not just within the state of Virginia per se, but throughout throughout the country. And unfortunately, nothing is being addressed, and that's one reason why I decided to run. I'm the youngest by far with the most economic development background in emerging and frontier markets of Central and Eastern Europe. I support capacity building at one of the consulting firm. And we tried to develop a strategy that is efficient and relevant in the year 2026, not 2020 or back in those times. So we're actually developing a strategy that's going to be efficient enough so that it's going to influence hearts and minds throughout the state and throughout the country. With this said, I'm also an author of several books, and most of them are for emerging and artificial intelligence, blockchain technology driven, so that these things will not hinder us as a society from advancing conservative values. With this said, if you have any questions, please let me know. I didn't really put together a specific speech for your group, because I know you guys can party more than I know how to party. You know how to dance, you love having fun, so I don't want to cramp your style. I just thought I'd introduce myself. We are looking for volunteers to help us out with our campaign in the Hampton Roads area, because I'm engaged in a statewide competition. I have to travel throughout the Commonwealth and talk to volunteers for food signatures. I need to come up with 10,000 signatures throughout the state before the primaries, which is kind of been extended actually. Instead of having the primaries in June, it's been extended to August. So anyone that's interested in helping us recruit signatures, please let me know. We also need gas money. Everywhere I go, I have to put gas in the car and basically come up with some hotel, room that I need to stay in for the night. And so if you guys are interested in helping us out also, please consider donating to our campaign. But at this point in the game, we actually have a pretty stable campaign that is countering Mark Warner's gigantic wallet. I don't know if you guys are, how much time do I have? I don't want to keep on talking.
No, just go ahead.
A few more minutes, 2 more? Yes. Okay. I don't want to keep on yapping, but you guys have other things that you need to do. But basically, I'm going against King Mark Warner. The reason I call him King Mark Warner is because he's created a monopoly in the state of Virginia. He's got a political monopoly to the point that no one can basically take him out of office, because his purchasing power is so superior to everyone competing against him that no one can outspend him. So if you guys go to my YouTube channel, and go visit our YouTube channel and our social media platforms on Facebook, you would see the escalation of his overall ability to basically annihilate every single one of us, because he's got millions of dollars in his paid more just compared to us, 9 other candidates, unfortunately. That's why this has to be a grassroots effort where local communities like you and I, people that are fairly, I guess, regular people in terms of our value and purpose, need to be able to support the agenda of the Republican Party. Okay, with that said, if there's any question, I'll be more than happy to answer any question. I don't want to take too much of your time. Apologies, I went on and on, but I just kind of want to introduce myself.
Yeah.